XLR right back at you. Check this out. The show we take a look, whatever deck we want to take a look at. Have ourselves a good time. And no better deck to have a good time with than Arcana Force. Good old GX archetype. It's all about them coin flips. Should have grabbed the coin. And we gotta take ourselves a look at the new support, Arcana Force number 15, Fiend, which is a nice monster in of itself. More importantly, it's a searcher for the Lightberry, which means, of course, it's time for some more good old-fashioned WARUDO Turbo. So we're gonna be going into EDO, bro, and showing off this deck, trying to get the world to come off into the field, start skipping my opponent's turns, the usual shenanigans with Arcana Force. They still need some. We still need the rest of the archetype before we can get into alternate, you know, strategies and things. Maybe next time we'll try something different. But regardless, for now, we're gonna go with the old-fashioned The World Turbo with the new support with the Fiend, and we'll have ourselves a good time. So if you want the whole deck list, it'll be in the description as usual, and let's get right into it. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game, and with our deck, we do like to go first. You know, because of the whole The World lock. We can also go second. We have options for both, but preferably we like to go first. With this opening hand, actually, this is actually not bad going second hand. Although going up against the Dark World might make this a little tricky. Just a little tricky. Alright. So we've got Catalyzer, we've got Graph. Good old Graph the Math. Alright, so my opponent's playing some Dark World. He didn't do much, which is fine by me. I can work with this. If I can get the Tails effect, or not the Tails, I need the Heads effect. You always want the Heads effect with the Arcana Forces. Very important. So we're going to activate Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen. Basically, once per turn, I can summon a big old fairy without tributes, as long as I have no monsters. And we're going to go for WARUDO! And we got the Heads. Perfect. We basically win from there. So now what we have is the world with the heads. Basically, every end phase, I contribute 2 monsters. If I do, my opponent's turn is skipped completely. And thankfully, I have the Guardian of Order. So now I have 2 monsters. And let me think about this. Extra net will not be necessary. Let us just attack our opponent direct. We'll do the damage. Oh, he gets that back to his hand. Okay. That's not that bad. I was thinking that was going to be a bad thing for a second, but not quite. Alright. Alright, well, that's going to be a game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Unless he has Imperm. Let's not count our chickens just yet. But the world will activate. I contribute these 2 and be like, nope, no turn for you, sir. Good effort, but unfortunately for you... Ooh, field spell. This field spell is very nice for the deck. Lets me pick my coin toss results. But yeah, that is literally what you want with this deck. This is the ultimate power of Arcana Force. Literally their best and admittedly only real big play. But there you go. We got ourselves the World Lock. Admittedly, my opponent bricked a bit. We all know the power of the Dark World, but the Light World was the ultimate victor here. So, a hearty... GG to you, sir. If it'll ever show up, I don't know. And let's go ahead for duel 2. Hopefully a bit more back and forth, but really that was the World Lock. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Don't get to pick again. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we go first or second. But of course, oh, this would have been perfect going first. Been perfect. I got everything. Okay, I might actually still be able to do it. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Let's go good old-fashioned terraforming. Get myself a terraforming. Alright, so kind of lucked out there. Going second, my opponent didn't seem to open with much. I don't know what to say. We'll see how it goes. I mean, so far, so good. We're getting everything we want. We got WARUDO once more upon the board, doing his thing. And we got ourselves the Agent Venus. Venus is a great card for this deck for 2 reasons. Number 1, it generates me my tribute fodder. Number 2, it acts as plan B in case I need links. Things of that nature. But we've got some shiny balls. My boy, the world's a tripod, if you don't know. He's got 3 of them things. All right. So, yeah, pretty much at that point, we just attack with the world and hope this isn't Mirror Force, and boom, marker 2, there you go. All right. Okay, but we gotta do extra duel after this one, because obviously we're very much lucking out with the opponents here. I mean, the first guy actually did something, and we were able to out that, but this guy just seems to have bricked. I'll say that now, and I'm expecting any second now for him to do that to me. Alright, the Onyx Dragon's up his own. An unfortunate state of affairs. I don't think that negates the world, though. No, it does not. Alright, the world has done us a service. Alright, well, my opponent managed to destroy the world. I guess he's an evil supervillain after all. But unfortunately, it was not nearly enough to stop us. Not even close, and now my opponent will suffer the ultimate humiliation. Death by shiny ball. Like death at a bowling alley. Anyway, let's go ahead for third opponent. Hopefully a more competent opponent than we've been facing. Although any more competent, and they might just run us over. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, our third opponent, the fight in third. And hey, we get to pick to go first this time. Very nice. What do we have for an opening hand? An interesting affair. Let's start with a set of Rotatus. A nice little card to get ourselves our field, give our opponent a field spell. Really, it's just because the Nightmare is so important. I know we have, like, kind of an overkill here. We got, like, 3 copies, 3 searches, a terraforming, and a set rotation. But this card's really important for Arcana Force. I mean, you can't do all the things you want to do unless you have this thing on the board. Because without it, you just leave everything to fate. But we got ourselves a Zavald. Problem being, this time we have no tribute fodder. But you know what? It's fine. The world's already done a lot of work this episode. So it's fine. You know, I mean, granted, this guy's got like a 60-card Wombo combo deck. Which means the minute he wombos my combos, he's going to break my knees. My knees! What is that? Bone Archfiend. Oh, this is like a Red Dragon Archfiend deck, isn't it? I read the words Dark and Fiend and Synchro in there somewhere. Dark Dragon Synchro. Yeah, this is definitely 100%, 120%, in fact, a Red Dragon Archfiend deck. And that'll allow him to get this, although whatever he searches, he cannot use this turn, if I'm not mistaken. Can I activate cards to effective cards with that name for the rest? Yep. Yeah, because that had to be a rotted, because the witch used to be way too powerful. But the very fact that lets him get into his tuner, specifically this new tuner, Soul Tuner. This card's summoned, add a fiend from deck to hand. Card control will be destroyed, do a thing, cool. Alright. Let's see. Target face of monster controls and a fiend. Increase this card's level. Cool. Alright. But yeah, as I figured, this is some sort of crazy, massive wombo combo. Is that red screen? It is. Holy shit. This goes pack filler. What on earth? Opponent monsters can declare attacks during each end phase. Pay 1,000. Target level 1 tuner in the grave. Destroy. Bring that card back. Neat. Alright. The question is, do I dare activate Arcana reading? Screw it, I don't care. I'm just gonna, I want to live life dangerously, damn it. See if he's got the balls to negate this. Okay, he's not gonna. Yes! Got exactly what we wanted. Alrighty. So now, what we need is better Arcana Force support, for starters. What we also require is the Lovers. Why the Lovers specifically? Well, it's the 1 week in normal summon, which we shall do. Let's banish Arcana Reading. This lets me just normal summon Arcana Force. The Lovers, it's a card. It counts as 2 tribute, so I could summon another The World. That is true. But let's go ahead for Honest. And let's go for Broke. What? Oh yeah, I can't attack. Oops. I kind of forgot about that part. That's a bit of an issue. Well, shoot dang. I kind of forgot about that part. If I skip his turn... No. As much as I want to skip his turn, it would really not do me any good. As long as red screen is on the field, then... yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's, like, literally nothing I can do about it. Darn. I call this pack filler trash, and yet here it is. Trash in my packs. Alright, so Resonator, adding the Crimson Resonator. And this is level 3 because it used effect earlier. Yeah, so this guy's going to be able to... he's going to rumple my Stiltskin, that's for certain. Get himself... whatever the heck that is, some sort of evil camel. Alright, Synchro you control, banish it, summon this card. Okay. Alright, so yeah, basically this is the part where he summons a giant Synchro Dragon. And I don't think I can out that, unfortunately. Regrettably, I don't think I can out, like, a giant Crimson Flare Metal Super Duper Super Deluxe Mega Super Tasty Dragon. Because that's what Red Dragon summons. It summons that specific monster. And, I mean, the world's pretty beefy, as is clear by my opponent's life points. I don't think I can out that. So, I'm going to skip ahead. I think I've lost this one, to be honest. Regrettably, indeed, that red screen was, funnily enough, the thing that did me in. The thing I insulted was the thing that stopped me. Yeah, there's no way I can out this thing. So I've lost this third duel, regrettably. But we got time for one more because he's been going by rather quickly. Let's go for one more duel and close it out good. All right, everybody, our fourth and final opponent, the last chance for romance. I should have gone for scissors. Oh yeah, so we're going to go into all holds, all go in, all go through, all go in. And we're going to try for the world one more time. Ah! Who needs power when you can have consistency? Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Now, granted... let me think. Dare I do this? I mean, we're going all... you know what? Screw it. We're going all in. We're going all in. Let's go Arcana reading. Who ashes that? Why would you do this? Alright, well, you wanted to do that. Let's go for Valhalla. If I get I was hoping to get my field spell, but... let's go. Come on. Baby, 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 baby. Oh, yeah. Baby, baby. Alright, the world says nay. Add the top card of their deck to their hand. I guess. Regrettably so. Yep. I was hoping to get my field spell to guarantee. That's the weakness of this deck. Other than the fact that you're relying on coin flips, is the fact that if you don't get the heads on the world, it's like, what do you do then? Just let him sit there and your opponent keeps getting stuff back? Really shouldn't do that. Not if I can help it. Alright. Let's see here. What do we make with this particular hand we have been dealt? Supposed to give it an Avramax. I haven't seen the guy all day. You know, we haven't seen Avramax all day. So let's make Avramax just to have him be around. You know what? He can have his ass blossom. My opponent can have his ass. Why not? It's like, do I really mind if he has ass blossom back in his hand? I'm not exactly going to be doing much about it. So it's fine. I'm going to keep the world around for a turn or two. Maybe I can tribute it off for a different world that'll actually do the thing it wants to do. Alright. We'll end our turn there. Regrettable. We had the perfect hand. But without... see, this is why the field spell is so critical for Arcana Force. Without it, we literally cannot do unless we get very lucky. I mean, it's a 50-50 shot, but, you know, do you really want to rely on 50% of the time getting your combos off? No. No, you don't. Alright. Well, regardless, I've got a pretty big beat stick, and I got a pretty bigger beat stick. We'll see where this goes. What do we got? 45 card main deck. 6 card extra deck. I have no idea what this could be. I don't know, but, you know, if the world can at least get us the win, like, be the final bit of damage, that would be good. I could appreciate that. What is this? Machina armored unit. Interesting. So this is a Machina deck. Okay. I like Machinas. Machinas are cool. I'm going to presume that this is Ash Blossom. That seems to be the case. And yeah, let's just summon out Hecatrice. Come on, Hecatone. It's time to go wipe out some babies. All right. Well, regrettably, I don't get to do the world. At least we got to do the world a couple times. That's good in of itself, you know? Peacekeeper. Add a union monster from deck to hand. Interesting. And then the Machina unit. I guess he doesn't have anything smaller than this. I mean, why would he? Why would you have something even smaller than that? I don't know. Is this a light? No, it's an earth. I was looking at the whole the shining light around it and thinking, oh, this is a light attribute monster? No, it is not. Sadly, if it was, I would have gone for Lyna. That would have been cool. All right. Like I could make hoshiningen. I could make Knightmare Phoenix. Yeah, I gotta. Listen, as much as I want to keep the world on the board, I gotta think a little bit more tactically here. Let's get rid of the set card. I don't trust it. Okay, that you know, that's actually fine. We'll bait out the imperm. That way there's no imperm later. So it's actually just fine. And hey, now he's not getting cards back. That's the good thing. Alright. Well, this duel's not going the way I was hoping it to. But, you know, the Arcana Force are, you know, they're present. That's always good. They are present. They are attempting to do what they attempt to do. So you control level 7 or higher Machina. Cannot target level 6 or lower machines for attacks. Can't target with card effects. Blah, blah, yada, yada. Very cool. So he will get, I presume, Fortress. Although it could be anybody. That's the thing about Gear Frame. He is that old. Unclassed Spare. Summon it. Cannot special summon except for machines. This card summon, ditch machine. Okay. Okay. It's even better than getting Machina Fortress. You can just send it to the graveyard. Alright. I mean, I'm not too scared just yet of Machinas. Avramax gotta be destroyed by card effects, or targeted either. So neither Fortress nor Citadel will really do anything to Avramax. Yep. Get yourself a Fortress. Alright. Got a Fortress on the board. Got a Megaform in the graveyard. Send to the grave. Host card, except during the damage step. Banish that Machina Fortress. Okay. I mean, he certainly has himself a more classic-minded Machina deck. He's not just focused on Citadel into Fortress, or Fortress into Citadel, whatever way it goes. He's doing other stuff. Alright, Gear Frame, do the equip thing. Cool. Alright. I am very much interested. Please don't mind the yawning. Let's see. Yep, now he's gonna find out in a second he can't really do much of anything. And now I must beat over the Fortress. Oh, hey, the Fiend. Let's see. I can normal summon this. And then Avramax would spin this back into the deck. But I really don't want to do that for obvious reasons. So I'm going to attack into Machina Fortress. Which won't be game, but it's going to be pretty damn close. Pretty damn close, because I can't attack the Fortress while he has this, what's this card called? Perimeter? Yeah, I can't attack him while he has Perimeter on the board. But, you know, the life points are quite different at the moment. He hasn't actually done any damage. All that was from my shiny balls. So, what do we got now? Fortress into defense. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now all I need is the lovers. If I can draw into the lovers, I can banish my calling. Oh, wait, no. Now that I think about it, I really don't want to do that. I'm like, I could summon the fiend, but the thing is, if the fiend gets a tails and he attacks, then he'll nuke the board, and Avramax cannot protect against that. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But for now, let's attack into the fortress. Thankfully, we have top decked the best card to be dealing with good old-fashioned machinas. Alright. So now Arcana Fortress will go off. And I think... yeah, perimeter. Target a machine in the grave, add to your hand. Get back to the gear frame, and then that'll go off. Wait, why am I not allowed to interrupt? I've got called by grave. Should be allowed to do something about that, but evidently not. Alright. Air Raider, that. Okay. Well, that's totally fine. What's this doing again? Target machine you control, summon from the deck of Machina with a different name, equal or lower level, then destroy that targeted monster. Alright. So, Air Raider tributed off in order to get somebody else? Who is it? So if I don't already know. Who else would you summon? Peacekeeper? I guess I got rid of Unclass Spare because he's bigger. Well, seems like a good idea. Alright. So deal with all of that. Should I deal with Arcana Fortress? I kind of feel like I should. At the same time, I think we're okay. So let's end our turn for now. See, now this is going to turn into a... see, my opponent had a chance for this duel to be over, but no, he's decided to turtle up. I can deal with it turtling up once I get into some more monsters. I just need to get into those monsters. Alright, and that's the one that he already got back, so I can't do anything about it. Okay. So, this is going to turn into a bit of a slugfest, folks. Yeah, I can't talk. This one's going to turn into a slugfest, folks. I don't want it to, but it's gonna. I'm not going to negate that. I want my opponent to use up some resources. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead until the deadlock kind of starts lifting. And we will see where this duel goes, because at the moment, it can go many different ways. Alright, well, the unfortunate worst has occurred. He went for Ruin Force. Kind of forgot about this thing being a thing. Really not much point in me doing much of anything. I mean, I'll activate Avramax if I'm allowed to. There's really no reason not to do this. Because he can negate one effect during the battle phase, but he can't negate the other one. So, Avramax gets the negate. I'll get spun, but you know what? I get to spin a card back into the deck. So, let's spin back this one. I don't trust it. I can take a Ballista. I can take Ballista the Fista. Can he take Ballista the Fista? I don't think so. Alright, but now I've got... You gotta admit, this is gonna be a very balls-to-the-walls duel. Look at this. 150 to 200. It's the stuff that duels are made out of. But I can win, so long as I get heads. All I really need. Alright. Yeah. Let's just go for it. There's no reason not to go for it. I literally lose if I get anything other than heads. But we'll go for the Fiend. Come on, the Fiend. Come on, the Fiend. Damn it, the Fiend! Oh! Oh, man. That kind of blows, because that's just going to destroy every monster on the board. Well, that is unfortunate indeed. See, I had the power to attack this because this doesn't protect links. But the fact that I have mother flipping means everything gets destroyed. If I had only gotten the heads, victory would have been mine. I would have just run over that HG Gear Boy, and that would have been game right there. Oh, that is unfortunate. And I'm thinking, well, why didn't I just go and discard that for the field spell? Because all I ever had was the Lovers. If I had something other than the lovers, it would have been better, but I don't. But yeah, pretty much I'm just dead at this point because he can just get back whatever machine he wants, and it doesn't matter what he gets back because he can use that something to run me over with. So unfortunately, we lose this duel by the skin of our teeth. It could have gone either way. But, you know, that's the thing when you have a deck that's all about coin flips. It can go any different way. You know, I have my one thing to keep my effects going the way I like them, and I didn't get into it. So, that's what happens. I mean, I'll go ahead and, I guess I'll normal summon the lovers, even though there's not really a point to do so. I'll just summon a monster. Be like, hey, I have a monster. And it'll end my turn. But I'll skip ahead to the end phase, because I really don't see myself coming out of this. My opponent would have to have bricked, and there's no way he did, because he just got a card back. So, I'll see you guys again in the end screen. Alright, everybody, Arcana Force, the world of 2023, went 50-50, as a coin flip deck ought to do. Now, we had some nice duels with the World Turbo. The Turbo of the World did go off. We were able to skip our opponent's turns a reasonable amount of times. When it didn't work, you know, that's when the deck kind of falls apart, because that is what we built this deck around. And maybe next time I'll try some different Arcana Forces, because I've done the World a few times. I'm low on time, so I didn't make anything too crazy today. I just wanted to try, plain and simple, what Arcana Force's best strat has always been. The 21 as a world. So we got to do that, and I hope everybody enjoyed watching us do it. And you know, we got to see out the Fiend a little bit. I mean, he failed us right when we needed him, but he was there. That matters. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's episode. If you did, smack like, let me know that you liked it. All the good stuff. I'll have Alter do the video on Thursday. Don't know what I'm doing next. Might look at the new Earthbound Immortal stuff. Why not? But yes, until next time, Memphis signing out. I'll see you guys again very soon. Take care till later. Y'all have a good one.